Hi traders, welcome to the F Trader. I'm Kay and I'm going to run through the market brief with you. But just before we start, I should say I'm sorry I haven't given out a few videos. I've been busy doing certain things, but I'm back and I'm going to start doing the market briefs on a daily basis now. Before we jump into the charts, if you like this channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so going to gold. Gold has had a lot of movement. So I think my last video was on the 12th. Since then, gold's just been running lower and lower, forming quite nice. Actually, if I go on the 1 hour chart, you'll see it's been forming massive sell-off, then a little bear flag, another bear flag, and then it's been trying to do a little recovery. I suspect this is another bear flag for lower prices. However, saying that, if we look at this position here on a 4 hour chart, there's quite a decent amount of support. If it manages to break this 1760 region and can hold, then there will be real technical damage on the gold charts. However, we were long. We got stopped out once this market started moving out, and we've taken that profit where we put our stop loss. So we took 50% originally, and then we tightened our stop into a profit, and that got stopped out. I would have started taking a short position, but I hadn't been trading for the last couple of days, like I said. But if I had, I would have been riding this wave down. I mean, if we get a decent enough move up, and it starts forming a bear flag, we will take a short position to the downside. But that's we'll have to wait and see. If I just take you guys onto the hour chart, you can see this support line. We are literally there actually. A little bit more of a push, and with decent volume, we could break through this. And if that breaks, I think we are definitely going to start testing the early 1700 region. So that's something to look at. The other thing that we can have a good look at is that now we are definitely trading below the 150 EMA daily. So that's quite interesting. Gold, it's been quite negative for gold, and I'll show you in the US dollar index graph why. And Bitcoin, oh wow, that's another one to talk about, but we'll come onto that chart as well. So that's it for gold. I'm waiting for a little buyers to come in a little bit, move the market eye, or some profit taking, and then we'll try to take a short position to the downside. On the cable, we have been long. We are still long. This is a daily chart. I was thinking of tightening my stop, which I did, to this region here, because I always felt that it pulls back to this region and then starts going up higher. I just put my stop loss below this in a profit position. It actually pulled back to the 10-day EMA, which is kind of been a little bit the pattern in the last week and a bit, and as you can see, it's touching and playing touch and go with the 10-day EMA. So that's something to keep in mind. We are still long. We got very close to the 1.4, which I'm hoping that we will test either at the early start of next week or towards the end. And once we start breaking the 140, like I said, I think we will be hitting the 145. So we're holding our long position there, and if we move a little bit higher, we will tighten it a little bit more. With the Euro USD, if you remember, I mentioned around this region, I said, if it starts breaking up and we start getting a little bit of volume coming in, we'll take a long position. That volume didn't come in towards the upside, unfortunately. We had a little breakout here, but like I said, I haven't been trading, and it hasn't been enough. If I show you on a 4 hour chart, it wasn't enough for me to want to sort of have a breakout of this region. I think you can see it better on the 40. So it's now gone below this 40 EMA. We'll have to see what it does. I'm not happy to trade this. This is kind of uncertain territory. I'm not sure if it's going up or down. It's kind of more of a sideways pattern, which I'm not going to get involved in. If the sideways pattern does continue, we may go onto a 1 hour chart and put a Bollinger Band. But again, even that, you can see on a 1 hour chart, it's quite volatile. If we want a proper sideways pattern, we're looking for something more like this, not this massive shift. I mean, Yeah, I'm staying out of the Euro USD at the moment until we get a clearer picture. If I just show you the dollar index, let me go onto a daily chart. As you can see, so we got a inverse shoulder, head, and neck. It broke out of that. I was hopeful that that pattern's going to play out and we're going to get a move to the upside, which would have been negative for gold. We happened to get a sell-off back into this, and gold, rallied, and I thought, okay, and we took a good position and took some profit there. And now the US dollar index has started to recover again, and today we've had a down day, but the damage has been done on the chart on gold. So I mean, this looks like it's a bit unsure where it's going to go. So again, that makes it more uncertain with regards to gold. So we're sitting out of gold at the moment until we see that we have a decent bear pattern that we can take a short position on. Euro USD, we are not getting involved again until we get a certain clearer picture. And the cable position, the cable is quite interesting. The reason I'm so bullish on it is that in recent trading, that the US dollar index has even strengthened. It hasn't really affected the bull run that much on the pound dollar, so the cable. So I believe that that there is a lot of bullish people on pound dollar, and it could have been because the pound dollar was quite sold into because of all the Brexit news, and all of that pricing in that they were doing is kind of folding out, and people are either taking positions or reversing their positions. And I think it's got some good way to go towards the 145, 150. But like I said, we'll hold that long position and we'll see where that goes. Quickly, just on Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Oh yes, I think I got this one wrong, to be honest. So I mean, you never get anything wrong really if you don't lose money, I believe. So I was waiting at this point. We got sold into, and I said, okay, I'm gonna wait until this pulls down to this region where there's decent support. And one of the reasons I didn't take a long position there was if I took a long position around this region, I would have needed to put my stop at this point, and the risk to reward for me if it had done a high there wasn't worth me getting involved there. So this is why I was waiting for a bigger pullback, but the bulls just came in and it's just been a massive, massive run. And I've always said Bitcoin is very difficult to gauge, but it's just one of those things. It's run out. We've missed the trade, and to be honest, it would have to pull back towards the 41,000 before we want to look to take a long position. But at the moment, with the news and the speculation, Bitcoin is just on fire. I mean, look at this run. It's absolutely crazy. Since about January this year, it's just been in an uptrend. It's done many little bull flags. I'm just going to actually put a Fibonacci retracement on this on a daily from January onwards and see where we are. So at the first test of support, we can start looking around the 43. So yeah, so the 50 range, that's why I said around the 41. That's where I'll be happy to start looking to take a long position in Bitcoin. But I mean, we've got a long way for that, so I'll just be a spectator at the moment and have a look at it. Thank you very much. I will be doing another market briefing tomorrow. It is Friday. We should be having low volume, usually on Fridays, towards the end of the day, and we'll see how it goes. Speak to you guys tomorrow. Thanks.